All right, so with Nokia, and this is the new N800, right?
Yes.
And are you working on the N800?
Yes, I'm the product manager for home networking solutions.
All right, so this you just launched it here at CES.
Okay.
And so it's the follow-up for the 770, right?
It's built on the same platform.
Yeah. So could you say what's new in this one?
Lots of new features. The biggest one is increase in RAM and CPU. Yeah. It's about double the RAM, about double the horsepower CPU-wise.
Yeah.
We have also new memory capacity on it. So we have 2 slots for SD cards. There's one here where you can put an SD card.
All right.
And then there's a slot back here as well for an SD card.
The same kind of SD card?
Or SD or mini SD with an adapter. Right. Or even an MMC with an adapter.
So you have 2 SD card slots. Actually.
Yes.
Okay.
So up to 2 gigs each, so 4 gigs total.
Right. Isn't that the first device with 2 memory SD cards?
I don't know.
I haven't seen it before.
It's the first Nokia one.
Yeah. All right. So the OS is not an SD card. It's in the flash somewhere.
The OS is in the flash, so it boots up very fast, long battery life, long standby time.
All right.
And it's like the 770, it's built on a success. It includes things like you can see here, you have contacts, you have email inbox, email messages, internet calls, chats. So you can do voice over IP chats.
Yeah.
It comes built in with Google Talk.
All right.
And then we've also announced availability of Skype for it very soon.
All right.
As well as
this one,
yes.
not the other one. The
Correct.
770.
Just on this one.
Just on this one, yeah.
Of Skype and also the Gizmo project.
Yeah.
Which is another voice over IP client.
Gizmo is the SIP protocol.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Exactly, SIP phone.
All right. But how about this one runs Linux like the other one did?
Correct.
But how is it different? It's faster now because of the faster processor?
Right. It's the same core platform, lots of updated software, but runs faster, more responsive. So it's a much better, richer user experience.
Right.
One of the really interesting new features is on the side here.
Yeah.
Pops out a video camera.
Nice.
And I don't think I have an account set up here for chat, but you can easily set up a video chat client, and you can see
video conferencing.
Yep, and you can see the camera rotates a full 180 degrees all the way around, so that you can see what's going on.
Is this like VGA resolution?
Correct, VGA camera, and it's adjustable, so you can point it to yourself, and then combined with the stand, which clicks into kind of different positions, makes it very nice for doing a video chat while the device is kind of standing on your desktop.
So does it run all the same software as the 770?
Yep, correct.
Because there was lots of software made for it, right?
Now, depending on how the people wrote some of the software, it may require that the developer may have to recompile their software.
Yeah.
But generally, it's a very smooth transition.
All right. Generally, if there's some multimedia stuff, maybe is that the thing?
It depends on the core libraries that they use.
Yeah.
It's a pretty technical discussion.
Is it based on Qtopia?
No, it's based on GTK using the GNOME libraries.
All right.
And we have our own window manager. But if you've written for GTK and GNOME, it's very easy to transition that knowledge into the tablet.
So it boots up quite fast?
Yep.
How fast?
I can show you, but it usually. We see people usually don't turn it off. You can put it into standby mode, and I don't have the exact specs. I'm sorry on standby and battery time, but they have spec sheets over there. They can give you all the details. I don't want to give you the wrong info, but it's quite long battery life and quite long standby time.
All right. So I mean, can you show the
So one of the interesting things about this device is how it handles text input. So anywhere you have text input, like for example in a search bar or a URL in the web browser, when you click with your stylus, a virtual menu pops up and you can type in your query there, and then the keyboard goes away when you're done. But if you don't like using a stylus, you can do the exact same thing, and instead of clicking with a stylus, click it with your finger, and up pops a full screen keyboard.
It recognizes that it's a finger.
Yes.
Is that a special touchscreen or?
No, it's just it's all down in the software. It recognizes the impact with the screen, how big it is. So, for example, one other good example that will look really good. If you look at your application menu, and you see how it's displayed where all of your applications are. If you use your finger instead of a stylus, and you open it, you see the menu is quite different. The icons are larger, so you can select it with your finger. You can scroll with your finger. you can select the folders.
Right.
And that works the same, for example, on your contacts menu, your bookmarks menu as well.
Can you show the scrolling again?
Yeah, sure.
Scrolling like that, yeah.
So it's quite useful and very usable with or without the stylus, depending on your preference. And we found people have very strong preferences for using it with a stylus or with a finger, so we give them the option of doing it either way.
Yeah. Could you show the browser?
Sure.
So this is the same browser as the 770, or
It's updated. It's an Opera browser. So let's go look at today's Google News page. And you can see
that was fast.
Nice.
This button up here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what you can do, it's very nice, is instead of using the scroll bars, which can sometimes be very small, you can actually just take what you're reading and just kind of do this with it.
Can you do that with finger also? Or is
Sure,
it,
absolutely.
the finger is too big?
No, absolutely.
No?
Works both
It
ways.
will not click on links.
You actually have to click on it. It's very smart about knowing when you're clicking and dragging versus when you're clicking.
Oh yeah, even if you just do that over a link, it will be okay. You should, it doesn't matter.
Correct.
All right, you don't even have to be careful about the links.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Exactly. It knows when you're dragging. There's a slight time delay to let you do that.
Could you go, for example, on Google Video just to see?
Sure. You know what? I'll tell you.
Just to see if the Flash works.
If the Flash does work, I can tell you it's going to work.
It does.
There's a Flash 8 player in here. It's going to work very slow because the wireless networks here are extremely crowded. So things like streaming video are just impossible to really demonstrate properly.
But the Flash video will work?
Yeah.
Or it does work?
It does work,
already?
absolutely.
It does?
Yep.
So maybe, do you know some other Flash video?
That's what I was trying to think. It's just sort of very challenging.
That's amazing. You can just go on a normal Google video maybe and it will just load.
Yep. So here's video. And you can see the networks are just very, very slow here.
Yeah.
Just run the wireless connection.
There's some information down there.
Yep. But there's your Google Video page.
So you work with Opera to make this?
Sorry?
Did you work with Opera
Yes.
browser?
Yes.
Yeah. So this so let's try a search for CES 2007 in one word.
Oops. Can't type like that. Weird angle. Okay?
All right. This should be my videos.
Okay. Yeah, the network has just had, we've got, I don't know how many hundreds of devices we have on the same network.
All right. That's okay. So let's try the second one there. Huawei. Does it play DivX?
Yes.
Yeah?
Built-in DivX player.
Built-in DivX player, but like
DivX and MPEG.
normal DivX files.
Yep.
Full screen files.
Yeah, you have to scale them the right way for the resolution, obviously. And there's some frame rate issues and those kinds of things, but yeah, generally. So you can see it works. I don't know how good it's going to work.
That's
but
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's kind of jumping.
Yeah.
Do you think it might be because it's not fast enough?
Yeah, I think it's the network here, definitely.
The network is not the chip.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah?
Depending on the video, how it's coding, it can definitely handle it.
So you could you download the different formats and it will just play back, maybe?
Yep, in fact, I can show you, if you're interested in seeing sort of media, let me...
And YouTube also, so YouTube is working.
Yeah, YouTube, because of the file formats they use, I'll be honest with you, is a little jumpy sometimes, depending on the file.
Yeah?
But it generally works.
Jumpy. This kind of jumpy also?
Depending on the file encoding they use.
Yeah?
They do different tricks with their Flash.
Yeah?
Sometimes confuses the Flash player.
But so you were saying that DivX at full DVD resolution?
Not full DVD resolution. The screen resolution is 600 by 4.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact resolution. But
Like
it's that resolution that you can do. So let me boot this up and I will show you.
So can you zoom in, zoom out, and
Sure.
make this bigger and smaller?
Yeah. So for example, let's go to the Google page. Let me show you this.
Right.
Okay. This zooms it in,
This zooms it in there.
and then that zooms it out.
It's very fast.
Yep. Doesn't have to reload it.
All right.
And if you're asking about DivX video, again,
That's very smooth.
again, pending the resolution, that's manageable.
So it helps a little bit to put the nail on it, or
No, you know, it's one of those things when you use it for a few minutes, you get a really good feel for how it works. But I'm just going to show you something here. This video, this is like a movie trailer.
Yeah.
This recorded in, it was a QuickTime movie that was converted to DivX. So I just want to show you how so you're asking about the chip and if it can handle the right. Let's put that into full screen mode.
Right, so this is a... But do you know the resolution of the file?
Yeah, it's the native resolution of the device. I'm sorry, it's
native.
Yes,
but it's not 800 times 480, is it?
No. It's sorry, Yari. It's good. I'll find out how the video looks.
Yeah, you just double clicked on the video, and so there will be a feature for streaming video over the internet.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah,
it already works. You can stream RTSP over the internet.
What is RTSP?
Real Player.
Ah, yeah. Real Player and full screen.
Yes. So you can see how quite good the resolution is and how good the movement is.
So right now the sleep mode is without the Wi-Fi.
I would need to get back to you on that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it turns the radio off or not.
All right. So you can connect through Bluetooth and get the 3G and whatever data you have. All right.
So you can see there's an offline mode.
Yeah.
And that turns the radio off.
All right. Offline mode. Can you just show some other applications? Just
Sure.
to see?
Sure. Absolutely. Show what's on. We have on here. Actually, let's switch over to that one really quick. This is my personal one, so I have no.
I don't want to show you.
But no, I don't. Not that there's anything bad on there. I just don't know what I have on there. That one's all set up already.
I don't know what actually.
Okay. I'll show you the history of this. So just hit that to get out of full screen mode. You can close the web browser. So for example, we have built-in, like on the desktop, we have an RSS news reader.
Yeah.
We have a built-in search toolbar that can search in Google or Wikipedia.
Is that like, what's it called, like the small, the Mac, what do they call it? This
like a widget.
Like a widget?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah?
It's like, we call ours applets.
Applets, okay.
For example, you can search in Google or Wikipedia.
Right. And this is like an API, so people can develop that?
Yeah, it's I mean, if you have to be a developer, but it's fairly easy to do. But for example, I was going to show we have news readers, image viewers, file managers. We have a UPnP player that you can download. So for all the things to do with your contacts, emails, internet calls. There's kind of some useful utilities, including a PDF reader. So you can actually read PDFs on here. And even nice little things that you don't think about, like a sketch application, where you select like the size of the brush, and you just draw, which is very useful when you're sitting at dinner with your colleagues and you're trying to explain something, and they don't understand what you're trying to get at. You say, no, you need this here and that there, and it's a very useful thing.
And if you put your finger like this, it will not exactly understand. You have to be sharp.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better for the...
It's smart enough to know about that. So you can actually point to it. You know, depending on how you do it, right, you'll see it'll leave little splotches there.
Right, just the last few applications that were maybe still there also, just to see what they are.
Sure.
But it supports loads of applications.
Sure, and we have a site called memo.org, M-E-M-O.
Yeah.
It's the open source community website. It's built around this tablet, and you can go on there and get links to lots of applications that third-party developers have written.
All right.
Say hello.
Sorry. Can you see the screen at the same time as the TV?
Yeah. So this is that screen.
So there, if you do something on the screen, it will show up, or?
Yep.
Nice. You want to touch the screen, but it doesn't work, huh? It's already there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so low, you actually want to touch it there.
Thanks.
광고.
How's it going? You're involved in the enhancement products? Sorry? Are you involved in the enhancement products?
Not directly.
Communication to the device. So now we also have Gizmo Project and Google Talk currently available for the device. We are, there is talk of possibly adding Skype as another that is 100% supported. So free internet, quick and easy, hands-free, call commands. All I have to do is deploy the webcam now. As soon as you deploy the webcam, automatically launches your internet video call. No extra menus, no extra list that you have to sort through to find the application for the webcam.